This video will go through problem 12.2 from Gapenski's Healthcare Finance, 6th edition. 12.2 asks us about a company that has a current stock price of 36. Last dividend paid was 2.4. Has a required rate of return of 12%. If dividends are expected to grow at a constant rate, what is the firm's expected stock price in 5 years? So this is telling us that the dividends are in fact expected to grow. It's telling us a couple of things. So let's get the things that we know. First of all, the firm has a current stock price of $36. So that means that we know the P0. So this is not EP0 in the sense that we're calculating what we think it's worth. This is the market price. So that's P0. We know that the last dividend it paid was $2.40. Well, if we're talking about a dividend that's already been paid, then we're talking about D0, not D1. If it was saying we expect to have a dividend of 2.4 or 240, then it would be D1. But since it's saying that the last dividend paid was 240, then that's a D0. It says that the required rate of return on the stock is 12%. And so now it's asking, what's the expected price in 5 years? Okay. So given what we know, we're going to have to try to estimate the firm's growth rate. So we'll still use the EP0. So if formula, so that's EP0 equals D0 times 1 plus the growth rate divided by the required rate of return minus the expected growth rate. Okay, so EP0 we're going to assume is equal to P0 in this case, right? So EP0 is our estimate of the value, but since we're working in this case, we're kind of trying to back into to a future price, and the missing element here is EG. So we're going to assume EP0 is equal to P0, and so we're going to set that equal to 36. D0 is 240. We don't know what the expected growth rate is. We do know the required rate of return is 12%, so we're going to 0.12, and we don't know, again, what the growth rate is. So now it just becomes a matter of kind of pushing around some algebra. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got this denominator down here. Let's push that over here. So I'm going to kind of just move over here for a little more space. So I've got 36. Then I'll multiply by this denominator, 0.12 minus EG is equal to 240 times 1 plus EG. And I'm just going to distribute here. So 36 times 0.12 is 4.32 minus 36 EG is equal to 2.4 plus 2.4 EG. And now I'm going to consolidate terms. So I'll subtract 240 from both sides. And I get 192 is equal to, and I'm going to add 36 EG to both sides. So that'll be 38.4 EG. And then I'll divide through by 38.4 on both sides to try to get EG. And EG would then be equal to 5.05 or 5%. Okay, so now we have that EG is equal to 5%. So if we want to know what the price will be in 5 years, we simply say, well, if EP0, right, is 36, then EP5, the price in 5 years, will be EP0 times 1 plus EG to the 5th power, or 36 times 1.05 to the 5th power. Now, why am I doing 1 plus EG to the 5th power, or 1.05 to the 5th power? Well, what's going to happen is I'm going to start with 36, and then at the end of year 1, I'm going to multiply 36 times 1.05 to get P1. Then to get from, a timeline might be helpful in this case. So I'll go, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have time 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I start at 36. Time 1 is going to be 36 times 1.05. So to get from time 0 to time 1, I'm going to multiply 36 times 1.05. Then I'm going to multiply this. To get from 1 to 2, I'm going to multiply 36 times 1.05 again, right, to get to here. So that'll be 36 times 1.05 times 1.05, right? 36 times 1.05 times 1.05 again. So that's 36 times 1.05 squared. Then to get to 3, it's going to be 36 times 1.05, right? Times 1.05 times 1.05. Well, that's 3. Then I'm going to go to year 4, and I'm going to have 36 times 1.05 to the 4th, right? Because I'm going to be 36 goes to 36 times 1.05, goes to 36 times 1.05 times 1.05, to 36 times 1.05 times 1.05 times 1.05 times 36 times 1.05 times 1.05 times 1.05 times 1.05. All right, you get the idea, right? And then now I'm at 36 times 1.05 to the 5th. Okay, don't have to keep saying that. So to figure out what EP5 is going to be, the expected value at time 5, I'm simply going to take 1.05 raised to the 5th power is 1.27 times 36 gives me 45.95, round up, 45.95. So that is the answer to 12.2. I'll stop there.